with my comics and my misfits.
If most people remember, if they watched the episode, they need to remember that there was a whisper voice of Steve Rogers telling him about the shield and also passing the shield to the Falcon. But Sam also said that this shield feels like it belongs to someone else. And it had been running through his mind ever since he got back from the blip. I think he just thought, maybe this shield does belong to someone else. And that's why he gave the shield to the Smithsonian Museum, where he thinks that it belongs to. Because there's only one person who can hold that shield, and that's Captain America.
Bucky is back, having nightmares. What's going on here?
Bucky is still having flashbacks and nightmares about his time being the Winter Soldier. Because we gotta remember, Bucky is 106 years old. He's been a soldier, thought dead, but he returned as the Winter Soldier, and he's been assassinating and hurting a lot of people for Hydra for the past 70 or 90 years. So he is just remembering all those things. It's disturbing him. It's disturbing his sleep.
All right, so Bucky's in therapy.
For the U.S. government, Jane's been pardoned by the U.S. government. They wanted to make sure that he doesn't go back becoming the Winter Soldier or being brainwashed, because he's been unbrainwashed, and they want to make sure he doesn't go back doing what he does best. So through his pardon, they said he has to go through therapy, which for this scene is not going so well because the therapist believes that he's lying about him having nightmares. We see the struggles of both Sam and James. And it's kind of crazy that we see that they have gone through a whole lot because they've been fighting, and they come back home. They just come as struggling heroes. He's not telling the truth about what he's going through. And that's what most soldiers don't talk about when they get back into the field of things, because everybody has to remember, like I said beforehand, he's been a soldier ever since 1944, and he never stopped being a soldier. I think what message they try to convey here is that as a soldier, you go through a lot of stuff. And I think in quote what the therapist said was, if you are alone, that is the most quietest and most personal hell. And James is very hard to escape. And I think with most soldiers, or most veterans that we know of, they go through that. It is hell to them. One, they can't escape from that feeling.
That's a good point. You know, a lot of people miss or forget Bucky is a soldier, a U.S. soldier. He enlisted, and he loved the military, and he loved his country. Sam is a soldier. He enlisted and served. For them to come back, you know, just kind of, you know, the dynamic there. It's no wonder that these two are put together in their own series.
Yeah, and it's crazy that it's crazy that you're a hero in 1 minute, but when you're a normal civilian, you're struggling trying to figure out what to do with your life. You're struggling what to do what's coming up next. And it's kind of crazy that we see these guys that we look up to, but when they when they're human beings, it's like, what? You just like me? And they're like, yeah.